Guys, me from Smeen Tech here, back again, another video for you guys. Today we are doing, I caved in and I want to do comparison between these two because there's not many videos comparing these two yet, and I've been curious, so I bought these for my own testings. But I was originally gonna either keep my SoundCore Liberty 3 Pros if these don't suffice, or take these back if they don't suffice. But I think I'll keep both, and I'll tell you why. But first, what am I talking about, right? Talking about Beats Fit Pro. Yep, I went out and got these, saw the reviews, and when they said they're better, it sounded better than AirPod Pros, it kind of had me there. But after already unboxing these and testing them out, the sound quality, I don't know if I'm spoiled by the SoundCore Liberty 3 Pros dual drivers and the immersion of the music that I get from those, not to mention the volume being a lot louder than the Beats Fit Pro and the Sony's. Well, the Sony's are loud, and mainly that's because of the great seal that you get, but that's a different story, and I already have a whole video for that, I believe. So, the Beats Fit Pro, these guys, they come in a nice little thing here, little unboxing for you, and you get, whoops, and you get this cute little guy. Nice little packaging compared to its predecessor, the PowerBeats Pro, which came in a very large, not so pocketable case. So these guys, these guys are, I did that for my thumbnail, excuse me. But anyway, these guys are nice and pocketable, and you still get that 24 hours of total playback, which is nice. And you get up to 6 hours of playback, I believe with ANC on, I'm not sure. I think with ANC off, and with ANC on you get 5. Either way, you get more battery life than AirPods Pro. You get better sound quality than AirPods Pro, and you get, in my opinion, a sexier case than the AirPods Pro. But that's my opinion. You might like the nice, sleek white finish, but I, for one, am all for matte black. Matte black is my favorite, and it's a really good look, especially with the black and red. Not knocking off MKBHD or whatever, but I do like the black and red combo. So what's in here? Well, when I show you, we're going to be testing the magnets. So they're staying in, which is nice, but this is what you get in the case. You get these nice little earbuds with these little wingtips that go inside your ear canal. So, according to the Beats website, we get headphones that are designed for comfort. You get this nice secure wingtip that flexes, so it flexes nice to adjust to go in the ear, and basically all you do is you put it in your ear, and then you put the wingtip beside your ear. And it's already popping up on my Apple TV, but yeah, this is how they look inside the ear, and they're pretty comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, they're very comfortable. I don't have any discomfort. No, there's nothing in the left ear, so let me put the left ear in so that way you guys can, and the microphone's in this direction, so probably hear me better. So yeah, they're pretty comfortable. They're just as comfortable as the AirPod Pros, which is nice. And yeah, I do enjoy that. I like that there's no stem on here, obviously, and it looks very stylish. It comes in a variety of colors. You get black, white, purple, sage, I believe is the other color. And yeah, the only thing I have to say though is the transparency mode is not as strong. It's strong, it's good, it's very good. I would compare it to the Beats Studio Buds, but I've never had those since those are the ones that came out before this. But the transparency mode on here is good. It's slightly not as good as the AirPod Pro, and I believe it's because of the seal that you get with the headphones. So with these, you do get a better seal. It's more immersed in the ear. As for the AirPod Pros, although they are in-ear earbuds, I still think you get a nice seal on here, and I think the tighter the seal, the better the transparency mode. But at the same time, the Sonys have very good seal with the memory foam tips, and their transparency mode is actually pretty damn good too. So I'm not sure what it is. Maybe a software firmware update might increase the transparency mode on here, just like we had with the SoundCore Liberty 3 Pros. Originally, the first firmware, the transparency mode wasn't that good, but then they had a firmware update, and the transparency mode actually got a lot better on the SoundCore Pro SoundCore.
Could you do you want
Liberty 3 Pros. Tongue twister, these long names these companies do. But yeah, I got transparency mode on right now so I can hear myself. And noise canceling, when I turn it on, you just press the left earbud like that, or you hold it actually, and you get the same sound as the AirPod Pro, and it does cancel out a good amount of noise. Now for comparing the SoundCore Liberty 3 Pro noise canceling with the Beats Pro, I would say based off, I've been using SoundCore headphones for a while now, and I don't even need them on me to be able to tell the difference between these two, but the noise canceling on the Beats Pro are on par with the SoundCore headphones. They're on par. Yeah, the noise canceling is about the same. I would give the edge to the Liberty 3 Pros, I say, but they're almost neck and neck, so that's pretty impressive for the SoundCores, given that they are cheaper earbuds and you get more features with them. But check out my video for that, because I go into a whole spiel about those headphones, comparing them to the AirPod Pros and the Sonys. And I even give you another video updating you on the firmware update that fixes the issues that I had with it in my original review of them. So yeah, I might pop it up on here if I know how to do that, as I haven't done that yet in most of these videos. But yeah, these are really comfortable. The noise canceling is great. You do get different silicone things on here. The case, I believe, is, let me see, USB-C, thank God, because not everything needs to be lightning anymore. Apple, get your stuff together. So this does come with spatial audio. You do get, if you're on the latest iOS software, you do get fixed head tracking or fixed spatial audio, where it's spatial audio but it's not head tracking. So with head tracking spatial audio, if your device is here and your ears are here, it'll sound like the majority of the music's coming from their right side, and the left side if you have it on the left side, vice versa. It's supposed to give you a more spacious sound per se. And compared to regular stereo mode, I do prefer regular stereo mode for some songs. Like when I was listening to Moving Mountains by Usher, the spatial audio was kind of The instruments sounded a little tinny. Not muddy, but tinny. And some songs on here sound good, and some songs on here sound a little muddy and tinny. And for the price point, I don't know. But at the same time, I am coming from SoundCore headphones, and my ears need to adjust to the different sound frequencies, if that makes sense. So whenever I'm like listening to something like, say, my Razer Nomo speakers, and I'm used to those frequencies, my ears adapt and they get used to it, and that sound becomes okay to me. But if I then go to my Persona speakers, then they sound, and then go back to the Razers sound like crap to me, because my ears were used to the better and richer frequencies from the other speakers. I'm not an audio engineer. I don't know why that happens or why that works, but if I come from headphones that sound great and amazing and go to headphones that still probably sound great but not as amazing, I think they won't sound great. It's confusing. But the Beats Pro, after, I believe if I like listen to music for like 20 minutes or like 30 minutes, my ears will get used to the sound and I'll think that it's good, and it probably will sound good because now I'm not used to the more immersed dual drivers from the SoundCores, because the SoundCores have two drivers on them, one for bass I believe and one for just like the regular frequencies. And it's immersive. It's a very nice, beautiful blend of frequencies and sounds, especially with the EQ settings that I have on mine. And with these, it just, with one driver, you can tell like all the frequencies are going through one driver, and it still sounds good, but it's not as good as the SoundCores. So when it comes to sound quality, definitely the SoundCores are better. Noise canceling, they're about equal. Transparency mode, I would say SoundCore have an edge after that firmware update. These are still good, but after that firmware update, SoundCore definitely takes the edge in transparency mode on these guys. Sound quality is better on here. The comfort, I will give comfort to the SoundCore Liberty 3 Pros, but when it comes to the fit, I'm gonna give it to the Beats Pro. And the reason is because when I work out with the SoundCores, they stay in my ear. They have not fallen out, but I do feel those slippages. It does feel like it's about to slip. Even with like the different wingtips, I sweat a lot. So with the silicone material, It still slips a little bit out of the ear, but it doesn't fall out. It's never fallen out. With these, I can already tell like they won't fall out, they won't slip, because I have that little tip on there. And even though the SoundCores have those tips on there, they still slip because they're not really firm silicone tips like these are. A little different style and material and build of wingtips, and this will definitely stay in the ear better. I can already tell. But yeah, let me do a shake test. Shake tests are weird. It hurts my neck. But yeah, you get the point. They're going to stay in my ear. So differences, the touch controls on here, obviously you press the B. And I do like that better than SoundCore. And that is because SoundCore's touch controls are very sensitive. I have the slightest touch to each earbud and it will activate whatever that assigned control is. So I can barely brush the right earbud, it'll pause my music. Barely brush the left earbud, transparent, smooth noise canceling every single time. It's kind of annoying. I do like that it works, that's functional, but it's also very sensitive. And I don't know if there's anywhere in the app where you can change the sensitivity of those touch controls. If there are, leave a comment below and let me know. So, what else do we get with these headphones? Call quality on here, I have not tried it yet. I'll put it somewhere in the comment section because I just unboxed these. I'm not sure about the call quality, or I can do a mic quality test for you guys. So let me get my phone and do a mic test on here. Go to the voice memo app, and this is a sound test for the Beats Fit Pro. This is a sound test for the Beats Fit Pro. How's it sound to you? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, got the microphone test, this does have Apple's H1 chip, so it does have the Find My on here, automatically syncing to all Apple devices, but it's also compatible with Android, just like the Beats Studio Buds. So with the Beats Fit Pro app, or the Beats app, you can get the same features as an iOS user basically. You'll get the one-touch pairing, customized controls, battery life levels, firmware updates, and the fit test. So that's nice. And what's in the box? You get different ear tips, USB-C charging thing and all that. No charging brick, obviously. I think it's a trend now that all devices, for that matter, won't have a charging brick, because it's been years of charging bricks just being placed in these other boxes, and everyone should have one by now, right? So I know I have a lot laying around, so I guess whatever is good for the ecosystem, but also saving these companies money because it costs them money to even include these things. Even though it's a very minute amount of money, it's still saving them all these cents and pennies, which eventually add up to them. So whatever, it is what it is. So the Beats Fit Studio, or the Beats Fit Pro, they are good earbuds. I still have to do some further testing. I will do a follow-up video after like a week of using these. And so far, my impressions of these are, they're pretty good. I still have to get used to the sound quality because it's coming from the SoundCore, so it'll sound phenomenal compared to these, but I digress. I'll find out more about these as I use them more as my daily driver, and I'll follow up. So click the video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you want to see more, and I am out to go test these at the gym. Some more, or no, for the first time, because I haven't really used them yet in the gym, but I couldn't just tell. So I'll keep you posted. Peace.